Hey, Coach, Albany is another one of those high-scoring CAA teams. There seem to be several of them this year. How do the Great Danes get it done offensively? Are they RPO type stuff like so many people?
Yeah, I mean they're your typical spread RPOs. They do a great job with it. They've got excellent wide receivers. I've been really impressed with their quarterback. He got a strong arm, and then they're good up front. So and two running backs are really good too. So, they got a lot of weapons on offense, and that's why they're scoring points.
Hey, what makes that RPO so difficult to deal with? Obviously, it's become sort of the flavor of the month.
Well, it's been a flavor of the month for the last few years now. It is tough because you gotta, if you're going to stop the run, and everybody's using that tight end off the ball and getting him to different positions, and if you want to stop the run and fit all the gaps, I mean you gotta commit people to the line of scrimmage, and the teams that are really good at it, they read the line, but whatever they got to read, and then put it in there. And most people that try to defend it really well, do a lot of the press man stuff. And but if you're not a press team, it makes it difficult. You got to kind of try to disguise with, how you're playing your safeties, and they become a half run, half pass kind of guy. But it's difficult, and we throw it too, and it's a pretty good weapon for people.
Coach, you made no secret that last season was not where you guys wanted to be, and that plus the slow start this year. Do you change your approach at all based on those results, or does it kind of stay the course and everything will straighten itself out?
Well, I mean that's a good question. We're trying to stay the course. We think, what we're doing is whether it's schematically is the right thing to do, and we need a break, a bounce. We need something positive to happen for us, and it really hasn't happened. In some way, somebody's going to get a big pick. Somebody's going to have a big play offensively. We're going to get a big play on special. Somewhere along the line, it'll pop, and hopefully this week, where you get something and you kind of get some momentum and some confidence. But we were up 10-0, and we went with the bloop kick last week, and it was there. And if we get that, now you take it down and score, and now it's probably a different game, I think. But you don't, so those are things that you do, you see on film, and you try to take advantage of it. But instead they get a field goal out of that, and then we give them that throw right before the half. But we gotta keep playing, keep working, attention to detail. Whether it's coaches, players, everybody, has to be better. And I like our guys. I mean, we got good kids in this program, so we just got to keep coaching them up and getting them better.
Is that something you put an extra emphasis on when you're talking to them, that, hey, you right there, just need to break or bounce our way, and just, do what you can to make that happen?
Yeah, I made a comment. I said good teams usually find the bounces and the breaks. I don't know. I think we got a good team. I still do. I believe in our guys 100%. We got enough talent to play with anybody. And, one thing, too, we got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot, too. I mean, it's – we get a big play and then it's a holding call, or we got a drive going and it's a penalty. We get a third down stop and it's hands in the face. We get all those things just they compile and make it just an uphill battle all the time. And we really hadn't played a really clean game since the first game of the year. And we just got to eliminate all those mistakes.
Coach, what has been the biggest challenge for you during these struggles right now?
I think the biggest challenge is maybe just to stay the course. I mean, I think that all of a sudden, if something happens, you automatically want to change your philosophy, whether it's offensively or defensively. I think in some way we got to block and tackle better. And but sometimes you doubt yourself, and I hope our players don't doubt their abilities. But even as coaches, you look and are we doing the right thing? I truly believe we are, both sides of the ball, and we'll get it turned around. I've been proud of our guys. They're not packing it in. They know we got 8 games in the regular season left, and I mean anything can happen.
What did you like about your team's defensive performance last week, and hopefully carries over into Albany this weekend?
Well, I thought we played. Sometimes you hate to say that, but I thought we played well. We had opportunities. One time we didn't fit a gap. One time we didn't crack replace like we were supposed to. That was a 76-yard run and a 50-yard run. That's 120-something yards, and they had 333 on the game. That's. But again, you can't say that. I mean, you got to fit your gaps. You got to make plays. You got to crack replace. You got to catch balls when they're thrown to you. We got to block on the perimeter. All those things. But defensively, I think if you take away the 76-yard run and the 50-yard run, I mean, neither one of those plays should have occurred. I thought we were pretty sound. He got out of the pocket a few times and got some first downs, but you live with that and you make them line up again. But we've got to do a better job. I don't want to say we have to be perfect, but we got to have better eyes all the way across the board.
Russ, you're still practicing in the mornings. You feeling good about that? I guess given the weather stretch we're having now. Has that turned out to be a better deal than you thought, based on 90 degrees every afternoon?
Way better. I didn't even realize it because we practiced in the morning yesterday morning, and it was about 5 o'clock, and RJ from the baseball office, he was walking out, and he said, "Man, I'll be glad when summer's over." And I looked down and said, what are you talking about? He said, "It's 95 out there." I went, wow, I hadn't even been out there. I had no idea. He said, "Yeah, it's going to be 98 tomorrow." And then the first thing I thought about was, man, thank goodness we're not practicing in the afternoon. So I had no idea. I hadn't even walked out the door from the morning practice.
Is it reasonably comfortable when you guys are out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I mean, I don't think it's an issue whatsoever.
Would you anticipate continuing this as the year progresses? This is going to be a full semester thing, giving guys classes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the mornings, and we're going to continue with the mornings. I think it's really good. It gets our guys. You might want to ask, and neither one of these guys had been here for afternoon practices, but if you ask one of our older guys, I mean, I think what it does is it gets football going. And then when we're done, they can put it behind them and focus on their academic part of it, and there's no conflicts. Or just last year we were trying to get here for meetings. We'd have a 3:10 meeting, and the class that most of them had to take got out at 2:45, and they're sprinting over here and they're trying to get dressed a little bit, and because we're going right from meetings out to practice, and it was so hectic. And now it's they got to get up, they got to get their sleep, and how well it goes is how well they're doing. Tristan, what time do you go to bed at night?
9:30, 10.
Yeah, Tristan's playing great football. He goes to bed at 9:30 because he knows how important getting his sleep is, and I knew he would say that. But, I asked some of our players, I got to bed at 12:30, 1 o'clock last night, So, and that's why he's playing like he's playing, because he understands that he needs to get his sleep because it's part of the process. I don't know where we're batting here as far as guys getting the amount of sleep that they need. But everybody said it that goes in the morning that they have to be disciplined. They have to make a decision that I'm going to bed at 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I'm the same way. When I get home, it doesn't make any difference. I'm gonna look whatever time I got to get up. I'm going to bed. I don't care who's talking to me in the house. I'm up, going to bed, and I understand the value of it.
Coach, what has impressed you about the play of your kicker, Jake Larson, given all that is on his plate right now?
Yeah, there's a lot on his plate there. Well, for one, he's got a really strong leg. I think you guys can see that. We can get the kickoffs into the end zone. I think he's kind of really getting in the flow of that now. We knew he could do that. Extremely accurate, and he gets the ball up. I mean, I know you guys see that too. I mean, that thing goes straight up in the air. The nets, if he's kicking, a 35-yard field goal, 30-yard field, and the net can't, it's over the net every time. So he's got a really strong leg. He's consistent. And then the punting has been really good. I mean, when you got a strong leg like that, you don't really have to, do much other than just take a step or two and just bang it. And he'll only get better. His average will go up and up because, now he started, and you guys saw it in this game, starting to kick away from the return guy and doing a really nice job. But, he's a great kid. Came from a great football program at St. Francis. He knows what winning's like. He knows what's working like, what work is like. So really proud of him.